What's the checklist for? Is it because I beat the boss with 10 Kirbys? Yeah, I did. So, as it turns out, this place is in the Po Islands. King Dedede has taken one over and made it into his luxury resort. That's what turns out is going on here. A whole luxury resort just for him. Welcome back. Allow me to share this tidbit with you. There are doors hidden in many stages that are shortcuts to the goal. But you can't use the shortcut unless you've cleared the stage. This has already been explained, Daroach. Still, those shortcuts will save a lot of time if you get what you want from a stage and want out fast. What can I do for you? I'm currently... Yeah, I know. I see, he's still working on getting intel about this place. See you later. It's because he depends on Kirby to get the medals. Also, by the way, that was, what was his name? Tippy in there? King Dedede's luxury resorts. I suppose that he built this just for himself? In any case, he has a lot of games here. This game involves getting the fruit cards from the Sorars. Oh man, King Dedede, you're not a dork at all building houses shaped like you. Oh, look at those statues of him. This is a good use of the taxpayers' money, I'm sure. Okay, I'll go for that one. It'd be very bad if we got the wrong cards, but then again, with one Kirby, it is much easier to dodge the attacks. Oh, well. It'll be easier to get that medal if we had a few more Kirbys, wouldn't it? We're pretty close to having a second Kirby, anyway. Wait a minute, are they killing those Sorars? Did King Dedede make a game where you have to kill animals to win it? I mean, I'm not surprised, it sounds like him. So close to that delicious, expensive melon. Imagine King Dedede is going to be rather demoralized to see, you know... to see multiple Kirbys. Can you imagine how he's going to feel about this? He's going to see them, and he's probably going to be like, oh no. What is this? Is this the end of the world? I'm sure he'll say those exact words. See how dangerous that would have been if I was just had one Kirby? But at the same time, I don't think he made this level... Like, I don't think he made this game just to spite Kirby, because unless he knew Kirby was in this position... Wait a minute, are those islands in the background giant pineapples? Well, there you go. That was a good job, Kirby. Good catch. Okay. We're doomed. This is where it all is over. Or not. Well, thanks, King. Your Majesty? I don't have anything to say to you, Your Majesty. Let's see what this one is. Hopefully it will be less lethal. I can't believe King Dedede would do something that dangerous himself. He's probably put it up there just to attract tourists, totally not thinking about how dangerous it really is to people. I'm sorry, what? Get him down! King Dedede, you had to... No! No! King Dedede! No! We lost him! Actually, it sounds like it was a Skull Gang member. We didn't really lose him. Man, I fell right into the King's trap. I suppose this confirms anyway that there are Scullies around here. Oh? Okay, sure. What are we starting? Fruit! Once again, good use of the dual screen, guys. For which the system is named. Or the TS if you're into that one video game where it's like the horror game, that famous DS horror game developed by Enix. Yeah, this is still a deadly game. With the bombs. You think King Dedede just makes Waddle Dees do this for his amusement? He might. Sounds like the sort of thing he'd do. He's a weird guy. Well, no melon for us. Get the apples, get the bananas. Get that one, get the... No, get the... Come on! 2 in a row I missed! Not this time. It's a good thing the prizes happen to be food. I mean, knowing King Dedede, he's way into food. But it still is good, lucky for us that it worked out that way. Because imagine if Kirby went here and the prize were just money. Oh no! Oh no! We're never gonna get it down. There just aren't enough of us. We sure tried, though, didn't we? You know, there are 5 Kirbys, so the king has brought about his own doom with this one, hasn't he? Well, we missed 1 medal, but we got 2. All in all, I'd say that means we got about 2/3 of the medals. No time to admire the banjo or the beautiful islands. We gotta go get medals or something. Oh. Warp Star surfing, huh? I really do like the way they incorporated the king into this one. He's not a major villain, he's just a guy that he kind of encounters incidentally along the journey, who causes trouble and is clearly doing weird, narcissistic things. True to form, you know. Why did they have that door there? Does that mean that there's actually something on the other side of this? Okay, well sure, let's go Warp Star surfing. Look at that Kirby on top. He's like, oh, wow, look at this, guys. Whoa. Now, the one on the bottom also kind of has a, what's going on here, guys? Look to him. But not as much as the one on top. The one on top is practically, his jaw is a gate. Soon, we'll have so many Kirbys that the king is going to be like, oh no, I've doomed myself. Darn it. I fell right into that trap, huh, guys? Okay, we're up to 7, and there's a Gordo. You don't want to hit a Gordo. Uh-oh, they're going to be on our level next, and so they were. Apples. Ringo. Mogure. Beam? No. Oh, well, we lost one. Irrevocable! We're going to lose a lot of Kirbys here. We gained 2, but we lost 2, so it balances out. Okay, this is not going to balance out at all. I see, you have to sort of shoot up while you're on the ramp. Okay, we might... Okay, this is balancing out again. Maybe? Is this balancing out? I think we're gonna, yeah, I think it will. No, it might not. Well, I mean, is it going to, yeah, this doesn't help us so much because we're not gonna be able to pop all 10 balloons. That Kirby is just lighter than air. He's helium, constantly drifting away into the upper atmosphere and dying. It's a rough life. It's odd, that impact of that star didn't look like it was hard enough to send them all flying that way. But whatever. See ya, Warp Star. Till next time. Oh, that apple on the end there is one of the trap apples. We're not falling for that this time, Your Majesty. Hika! 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 Okay, on, here's this. Get it. The outermost ring of Dedede Resort are all these mini games. It's once we get deeper inside that we begin burrowing to the heart of the matter. Not that we can get to any of them right now. Oh, I think this was the pachinko stage, right? Well said, kid. Kid B. Aw, look, it's like a hat, but it's an umbrella, or a parasol, I suppose I should say. Yeah, this is gonna be Kirby Pachinko. If I remember correctly. Kirby Pachinko, it might be better than normal Pachinko, but it's still Pachinko. Yeah, I suppose they put those doors there for who knows what reason. Kirby joins the ranks of Sonic the Hedgehog as a character who is a pinball sometimes. It's rather disturbing that the Scully logo is shaped like Popstar. Does that mean that the Skull Gang, like, is? Does that mean they're, like, completely taken? They can't have completely taken over Popstar. I think that although that's their goal, I feel like for now they've just, are occupying these tropical islands. Are these tropical islands? I'm not honestly sure. I'll go for the Maximato. There's some sort of strategy to this, so I guess it's not quite like normal Pachinko. Wasn't there also a Pachinko level in Super Mario Sunshine? I think there was. I remember that was one of the many levels in that game that was just so difficult. All right, Kirby, you gonna go for it, Kirby? You gonna? No. Aww. It's sort of odd the way that the table is designed such that the pixels perfectly align on the top and bottom screen, yet Kirby still disappears for a moment when he's, on the bar that separates the screens. I think they'd be a little more consistent about that, wouldn't you? Also, now that I think about it, why did King Dedede design his giant pachinko table with Kirby's face? Shouldn't it have his face, since he's the greatest guy ever? I don't think any of these apples are traps. Man, it's impressive I got a gold star here, huh? In any case, we still don't have enough Kirbys to go any deeper inland. So, before we do, I want to show you what we've unlocked. Kirby Quest. Also, wait, game album? Hold on, I'm not sure what this is. Oh, I see. These must be the, These must be cutscenes, right? So they are. What are special shots? I was hoping we'd have screenshots of Kirby with Big Birdie. Or heck, we see King Dedede in there, so, you know, maybe we have a picture of him. Anyway, we'll get to that later. Kirby Quest was very exciting, and once again, is Hal mocking us with the prospect of a Kirby RPG. Do it, Hal! Let's see you do it for real! Not just that Kirby Fighters group whatever spin-off mobile-style game. I want a full, proper Kirby RPG. Once again, the main theme of this sub-game sounds a little too serious and somber to be just for this, doesn't it? In any case, the most remarkable thing about Kirby Quest, which I wish had some kind of plot or some kind of bearing on something, is that it is full of cameos and unexpected appearances. So let's see how far into it I can get. It's a reflex-based, turn-based RPG kind of deal. Don't worry, we get beyond just bean bombs. See, a Waddle Doo. I should have gone for that pink bar in the middle. Oh, they have the tornado ability, huh? I was never quite sure if their attacks exactly corresponded to where they get to. I suppose I should say their attack animations. See, that was awesome. Oh, it's the tank from Kirby's Epic Yarn. Once again, unexpected cameos, people. Hey, Bugsy. Bye, Bugsy. Do the Kirbys merge into one there? If only were that easy in the real world, outside of their arcade game thing here, am I right? Hey, ma'am. Hold on. Did that big bean bon even do anything to spite us? The bean bons are rather shy creatures. I can't help but wonder if they're being forced into violence by the agitations of the Skull Gang. So, now that I think about it, is there a consequence for losing? For failing to hit them? There was no counterattack, and I don't see any HP bar. Oh hey, it's Chef Kawasaki. The thing about Chef Kawasaki is he's not such a good cook, but he apparently is capable of frying a tomato? The important thing is that we get the tomato before it's destroyed, though. It was not a great attack, but it should be enough for the tomato. I don't understand for the life of me, though, why they had to beat him up. Once again, I think it's all about how Kirby loses his sense of self. Now this guy, I feel no qualms about. Look at that expression on his face. This is not a friendly sort of guy. Makes me feel kind of bad, though. It's almost like Kirby's running an execution squad. Because these people there's not like a fight going on, it just happens. Well, we took out that platoon and its commander, Waddle Doo. Waddle Doo, conqueror of worlds. Ah, boss battle. Oh, see, they're in an arena like they were in Kirby Superstar. Remember that, King Dedede, that time you stole everyone's food? I remember. Almost got the perfect hit. I think it's a nice touch that the EXP, that leveling up means you get more Kirbys. In any case, that's the end of the first level of Kirby Quest. That's right, there are multiple stages to this one. Once again, it's a full arcade game. Now let's take a look at Chapter 2. See, the fact that they're chapters makes it sound like there's some sort of narrative happening, but there isn't. How demoralizing. This is an unfair fight. At the best of times, one Waddle Dee stands no chance against even a tenth of Kirby. I suppose if we went 10 seconds without attacking, then the enemy would fight? I guess. Man, Kirby just hops between his copy abilities in this mode, doesn't he? Wheel, fighter, Lord knows what else. Now, if only I got this, I could have taken them all out in one hit. Oh, he ate spicy curry! A reference to the original. Hoshi no Kabi. On the Game Boy. Hey, Bonkers. Kirby, how did you call in Dyna Blade? Is Dyna Blade your... I don't know. He did it, though. Okay, these stack tie are in for a rough time. The rough time is ended for them. But they were in for it for a moment there. You could say their entire lives was just for that rough time. Everything that happened to them was just leading up to that. Wait, Kabuki Kirby! That's a reference to a special 3D episode of the Kirby anime that was uploaded at some point somewhere by Nintendo. Oh, these guys. Now the opponents are getting tougher. It's pretty impressive looking seeing them all rush out there and punching solid rock. Wait, what? Hold on, what was that? Who was leading that thing? Was that a Waddle Dee? What was that? You blink and you miss it. I'm sure that you can just pause the video, but I don't have that luxury. Ah, it's Macho-san! This was another cameo I was shocked by. This was a very weird episode of the anime he was in. He was a fitness instructor who basically horrifically tortured people on the ground, like under the guise of like giving them fitness instruction. No qualms here. See, they even have that big M for Macho-san! Hi everybody, it's Macho-san! I don't know what these are. And he sings this long song in which hi 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 is the main part of the lyrics. But here we have Capsule J2s, and we missed. So that's what happens, that's what happens if you miss. Keep in mind, folks. Of all the things to get a first hit on us, it was Capsule J2. If you're wondering why it's called J2, it's because there was originally Capsule J, and I suppose these are the second model of them that were released by the, whatever aliens are building these robots. Oh, it was a Megaton Punch thing. Good job, Hoshi no Kabi. Oh, it's the giant robot version of King Dedede that was going to be in the GameCube Kirby game that was eventually became Kirby's Return to Dreamland. what happens? I'm kind of curious what its attack is. I just want to see it. I'll probably get a game over and regret it. But I feel like it's an essential part of the experience is seeing what it is. Maybe I should not have done that. Oh well. Oh, I see. If you get awesome, it revives everyone. So that's how healing works. Yeah, I don't know why Dynablade is swooping around indoors. And what is the story here? Why is I mean, I suppose we don't need much of a story. Clearly, Kirby is attacking King Dedede, or they're fighting, I mean, not attacking. And that's nothing out of the ordinary. You know, as a country, Dreamland is periodically rocked by violent explosions and chaos, because those two just go at it. See? There's His Majesty in the background, passed out in front of his robot. In any case, as you can see, we now have Chapter 3. But we'll do that later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Well, we still need more Kirbys is the problem. And we can't go to a past island to get them, because we'll lose them. This has the most promise of things to get, but also the most risk. But then again, they say, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's go here, though. I wanna get on with this. I wanna get to the heart of King Dedede's operation here. What is His Majesty hiding out here in the Po Island? An offshore bank account? It'd be kind of weird. Like, why would he need to do that? He already runs the national bank and controls the value of the national currency. You know, there's nothing he needs to hide. I mean, who's he hiding it from? He's the one who taxes people. Nominally. Because he's not really a king, he just kind of calls himself that. And occasionally he's able to use his armies to force people to listen. So just like how real-life kings work. Or how they start out. Well, not really. Some real-life kings start out as, like, military leaders or something. I don't think King Dedede's much of a military leader. I know there is a military he commands, but... well, Lord knows how he ended up with that. Some mysteries are too deep for us mere mortals to ponder. See how much more you can get when you have all the Kirbys? A lot more fruit. On a scale of 1 to fruit, how much fruit are we getting? A lot of fruit. We'll probably get an achievement for getting it all. But I don't know that I'm going to. I'm gonna try. But if I don't succeed, I don't feel like trying this again. There's a banana. Get the banana. We got that. Oh, we got 10 just in time to take out this bubble. There we go. This would be essential to getting all the fruit. You need 10 Kirbys to get it all. Kinda defeats the point of getting the fruit, though, doesn't it? No! No! So close. We missed the last 2! Just the last 2! That's all! Oh. I hate you, Your Majesty. Not really, I love the guy. I mean, I hate him, but I love him. It's complicated. Okay, now we can venture further inland. Let's check out Stage 5 first. Now, when I say inland, you might notice the Dedede Resort is actually several islands. We're in the ocean now. Those, little resort things we just been to were coastal. It's the central island of Dedede Resort is a separate island. Dedede Resort is built across several of the Po islands. Come on, Squishy, don't get too mad. Okay, we got him. This sounds like the perfect, peaceful music for beating squids to death. Nadu? Nadu? Eel thing. Oh, apple. That can't be dangerous. See, we just need to get him dizzy. Those eyes are grotesque. Oh, we grabbed his tongue? Oh, you're pulling out by his tongue? Well, it looked like it was shaped like a lamprey or something. They might look ugly today, but once upon a time, lampreys weren't. That's what a lot of deep sea creature, that's what a lot of animals look like. Today, though, they're sort of a throwback. Back in my day, we'd made our animals right. They didn't have heads, just had holes filled with teeth. Anyway, there are still some animals from that period alive, like the hagfish. Or I mean species, not individual animals, of course. Fight the current, Kirby. Fight the flow of history. We do not live in a deterministic world. We live in one where we determine our destinies. So I guess our deterministic world is not, well, it's not a deterministic world. Yeah, bye, Squishy. The thing about squids, though, they're not really squishy. I mean, I get it, the idea is that they don't have bones. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that weird clam parasite. That parasite is that clam's problem. Now, these are some hardcore currents, aren't they? Okay, guys, don't get pushed down to the... Oh, it's another giant squishy. And he's going to form another airtight seal that will result in, you know, the equivalent of artesian pressure. Right? Of course he is. It's true they don't have bones, so I suppose they are kind of squishy. I think of octopuses as being a squishier thing than a squid, though. Maybe I should have went through the loop. Nah, I probably would have ran into the Gordo, though. Okay, there were things like this in Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, too, where you're moving through currents full of obstacles and items you want to get. No! That frustration, confusion, and disappointment. That's what Kirby and the Amazing Mirror was all about. Woo boy! Now we're not gonna open a chest. I fell right into their trap again. This time, though, there should be enough of us to... Wait, what the... That wasn't a Scully at all. What was that thing? Does it work for Dedede? Eh, probably worth for Dedede. King Dedede. King Dedede. That's how they said it in King Dedede. Okay, in a Kirby Mass Attack. Not Kirby's Avalanche, also known as like Kirby's Ghost something or other. A closed door, huh? Why does only 10 Kirby's... Why can only 10 make it dizzy? I'm not sure I follow. This rather gloomy, worrying music is very reminiscent of stuff from Kirby's Squeak Squad. The lamprey didn't stand a chance. What's beyond this point, though? Let's not risk it. You see, instead of hopeless, and instead of, like, being lost in the deep ocean, now we have jolly, merry, fun time, happy hijinks for happy comedy fun. Unfortunately, though, we don't have a key. So it was really a tragedy all along. Nah, no bubbles are coming out of that crack, I see. Be that way. We have 2 routes, huh? I don't want to face the weird, Mario-looking creature again. Let's just go this way and fight the scary thing with teeth. What are making those currents? I don't want to know. An electrical blipper. Well, now I've seen everything. Okay, guys, get out of the way. Wait, lost to Kirby. And if we try and save him, no, we're gonna try to save him. No, okay, no. Now we're gonna try and save. We're gonna try and save. Okay, come on, guys, get out of that. Okay, we did it. We didn't lose anyone, and that's what's important. Okay, guys, no. You see, I told you this was gonna get difficult later. I didn't lie, did I? Guys, come on, get out of there! Okay, we did. Good job, guys. 10 out of 10. 5 stars for effort. Air is what we need. We need air. That's what this music is trying to capture, is the hopelessness of being this deep under the ocean without oxygen to breathe. What are these things, though? Probably some kind of aggressive deep-sea animal, knowing our luck. Okay, well, somebody got zapped by the electrical blipper. Get the electric blipper. They're also very big for blippers. They're giant electrical blippers. I'm not surprised. I mean, there's quite a lot of biodiversity on Popstar. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised anyway. I wonder how we're going to smash through there and get to that key. I don't know. I'm sure somehow. Oh, look at all these dead eel creatures. Think they're the same animals with the giant eyes? What? Oh, there's the eel! Hey, come back, eel. Wanna talk? It didn't eat the key. If it did, where it had gone is surely into the Scully's world, where it would just flop around on the soil, suffocating. It lives pretty far underwater, like far enough that it's beginning to get kind of gloomy. So you'd think that that it might be kind of like that. Like the Scullies might get along with it because they both like gloomy weather. I suppose King Dedede is probably upset that his resort has been, suffering all this gloom these days. Oh well. I wonder if His Majesty himself is in right now. And of course he is. Spoiler, but realistically speaking, he might not be. He might be out in, in his home waters, stomping around, doing whatever he does. I don't know, exploiting the poor or something. Eating a lot, playing chess, apparently is something he does. Yeah, that eel is not going to come back for right now. That's what these little things are. They look kind of like Master Green. One of Dark Matter's henchmen from Kirby's Dream Land 2. That's a tall one. Well, guys, it's time for a mass attack. Oh, so they reproduce by splitting up. They're like flatworms. Flatworms are extraordinary animals. What's up there? I don't know, let's go find out. We just need to get up there before that weird spinny thing kills us. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's aggressive. We survived. Good job, boys, good job. Get a gulp of... Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think we would stand much chance if one of these eels got us. Or has it all been the same eel all along? I'm really not sure. It makes a loud noise, though. Huh? A school of fish in the shape of a fish. Get it? in the world? Another robot golem eel. What's up with all this? Well, we just lost one. Or not. What are with us? What's with this? We have the giant tortoise that's not really a tortoise at all. What's more disturbing about it, though, is that it has some kind of spine. I suppose it really must be some sort of machine. I mean, of course it is. Look at it. It's like made of stone. Guys, did you get out of there? Guys? Did we lose? We didn't lose anyone. I am surprised. Oh, wait, we almost did. We came very close. Good thing this thing spits out so much air. I'm glad it can't feel pain, but this is pretty grim what they're doing to it. I mean, it presumably can't feel pain. It seems to be just an automaton of some sort. Horrific. Who built it and why? And why is it this deep underwater? Huh. That's an interesting door. Why is it a question mark? Did we go to a secret exit? Oh! I'm sorry, what? Oh, I see. From here on out, what we're going to unlock is the checklist, which will show us explicitly what we need to do in the checklist. So now we will receive hints. I assume the gold bean bond must be somewhere in green ground, but I wouldn't know. Well, I kind of want to be on land again, so let's be on land for a little while. On another one of these small barrier islands formed by sand being carried up by the waves of the sea. Is that Waddle Dee just carrying a bomb? Nah, whatever, who needs him? Yeah, King Dedede is definitely around here. Look at all his troops. You see, it was taking down the... Or hold on, let's let it get the other fruits down first. Even if it is attacking us with explosive coconuts. I guess King Dedede is just like in a perpetual state of war against Kirby. His troops are mobilized all the time. Although honestly, it's probably more like because he wants to be, intimidate the... What the... Hey! It's probably less because of Kirby and more because he just wants to intimidate whatever the other local political powers are. I don't know of too many other countries on this planet, so I can't say. It's not like, say, Mario, where we've seen other countries. Don't let it get away, it's like we're playing with a beach ball. Where'd it go? This is a lot harder than I expected. Well, we still got a bunch of fruit from it. Makes sense, I mean, this is a sort of place where fruit would grow. Here in Dedede's tropical fruit-growing orchard resort on a barriered island. Let me tell you something, Your Majesty. This is a really bad place to, build something, because barrier islands are not permanent at all. They are ephemeral. These things go away in a day. Or not in a day, but these things don't last. They, the waves put them, carry them up there and carry them away. So we probably shouldn't have built, like, a bunch of major, huge cities with millions of people on them. For example, New York City. But hey, what can you do? No! Well, that bomb would have killed the Waddle Dee anyway. Yeah, King Dedede's really mobilizing his troops this time around. None of these appear to be a trap. Is there something? Oh, I see. I don't know why it wasn't scrolling. Oh, this one is tall. Well, we took him down with another one of our mass attacks. Listen, man, I'm sick of you and these other guys trying to, kill us. Kirby doesn't take kindly to that. I wonder what's in here. Well, I mean, I clearly see what's in here, the door. Not just any door, the door we're looking for. These are the doors we're looking for. Nah, that Waddle Dee got off lucky. Why does the rocks here look like they're made out of, I don't know, candy or something? Just strikes me as rather odd. I mean, you wouldn't expect that in a natural environment like this one. King Dedede's really beginning to arm those Waddle Dees to the teeth. Moly? That's not Moly. It's smaller. Is it Moly's niece? I'm gonna assume it's his niece or his daughter or something. I guess King Dedede invited her here? Please don't mess with us, Moly. You and your family are only gonna get hurt. It's not too late to be friends, Moly. It's Moly is back again. You know what, forget it. We don't need to completely exterminate the whole Moly family, do we? Sure we do! Actually, yeah, is there something cool under here? So there is. Get it! Before that thing sucks us in, we want to be sucked into the evil alternate dimension. That's way better. I suppose that in Kirby... it was Kirby and the... Which one was it? I guess it was probably Kirby's Return to Dreamland that introduced the idea of other dimensions to the Kirby series, isn't it? But since it's become a kind of major part of the lore, and there was even one sort of Kirby spin-off game set entirely in such another dimension. Specifically the vaguely RPG-like one. I forget what it's called, Kirby something. Probably like Kirby the Fighters or some corny dumb name. But the important thing, though, about this is that here we're actually already seeing another dimension. I guess what I'm really wondering is, I don't remember clearly enough, but did Kirby's Epic Yarn, was Prince Puff's Yarn Planet in another dimension? I don't remember anymore. Anyway, we'll be on our way. Hey, metal. How hard could that be to get, right? Really, that wasn't hard to get at all. Why was that? I guess they can't all be, like, well hidden, but that's rather peculiar. Anyway, Kirby has long been waging a war on the mole fan. Actually, I suppose the first time we went to another dimension was Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. So the idea of alternate dimensions has been around in the Kirby series for a while. Oh, hey, neato. No. Physics puzzle, go this way. Go this way. Good job, physics puzzle. You're the best. I love you. Okay, well, let's keep going, though. What are these things? They're like buoys? Are they like part of the buoy decimal system? That was the worst pun I think I've ever made. I'm sorry. For making a joke like that, maybe you'd say I'm a bit of a square. Because they're squares from this angle is what they look like. What the heck? Flotso? That you, my man? No, not really. I believe this guy is for some reason called, like, Taco Flazzo? Taco being the Japanese name for octopus. So I suppose they're really, in English, they might be called an octopus flazzo, or like octoflazzo, I think is what the Kirby wiki calls them. I think that's kind of interesting, that it was inflated. Does that mean that he just took in a bunch of air, and then began spitting, and then this, like, pin is holding it all in? I mean, they're bouncing off of this flazzo like he's some kind of pool toy. I never understood what it is in Japanese cartoons, and octopuses having those little round mouths. Octopuses don't have mouths there. Okay, their mouth is at the center of their arms. There is a little sort of thing that protrudes from them, but that's something through which they jet out water. Okay, it's not like their thing through which they, do anything different. It also sort of doubles as their anus, if you didn't know. You see, they shoot out water to propel themselves forward, in addition to any waste products, but they do propel themselves forward, in large part by jetting out water. And that's what the little hole on them is. It's not a mouth. And for the life of me, I just don't understand why they're always portrayed as having the round mouth. Do people really think that's a mouth? Are people that stupid? It's gross. It's like, because that's not what they look like. It's like, it's horrific. It's like if you drew a mouse and gave it human hands. It just looks that wrong. Anyway. These aren't octopuses, though. They're some kind of aliens. It's a good thing that we're not like... Oh. Well, so much for getting around this guy easily. Kirby, get... Okay, there's one on this side. We just need to get him... Get over there. There we go. There's one working on it now. We got one Kirby on the case. Oh, wait, we can go up there. The camera angle keeps getting me off. I keep thinking it's, we can't. So what happens if we, go to the lower level? Anything? Let's find out. No, there's nothing that way. This way, though, probably. I mean, right? Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll have a few Kirbys go up here. There we go. And nothing is down here. Great! Just what I hoped for. That's another one of the Molies. Really, who are these guys? What is their relationship to Moli? I'll have to check later on. In case they're using some more of these durian-like fruits that are so common on the islands. Some people say durians are disgusting. Other people say that they're like the greatest food in the world. It's a matter of taste. One thing everyone agrees on, though, is that they have a really strong smell. Now here's how we're going to get a medal. Because you need to have 10 Kirbys. I feel like there are a ton of puzzles that require 10 Kirbys. It's a bit, I don't know, draconian? No, guys, get the door up here, guys. Just so. Another one? He's already taken out 3 of us in seconds? Oh, go Puyo yourself. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, Kirby. Go above him. And pull it off? There we go. Well, you could say that we, deflated that guy's ego a bit. Oh, right. For a place that looks like it's made of candy with pineapple stuck in it, this isn't the happiest place to visit, is it? Or it's gonna go on a bit of a grotto swim. We need to pull the plug, though, don't we? So there's how we're gonna pull it. Why couldn't they just hang on to the hook? Anyway. Well, we'll do what we have to, eh, Kirby? Egg Curb? Hey. Electric Blipper, bye. Oh, there's something in this one because it has the star on it. Oh, no! No, no, no! Okay, no. Man, there are so many dangerous things in the ocean. Just like in real life. I mean, I don't know about real life Popstar. I can only speak for real life Earth. Guys, let's just get away from the electro blipper already. Criminy, these things are persistent. Oh, we lost a Kirby, I think. Well, I'm sorry. We're just about to get it back, though. I mean, what with all the fruits we've gotten? We've accumulated quite a few. Wouldn't the ultimate mockery be if this ring turned out to require 10 Kirbys? Frankly, Kirby's color is concerning me. No, this should kill all of the fish. Or not. We only drained it down to... Oh, I see, it did. Hey, can we go down there and see what it looks like now that the fish are all dead? No, we can't. I like to occasionally exult over the corpses of fallen beasts, okay? All better. At least not gonna get hypothermia here. This water's probably pretty tropical warm. Oh, we're gonna go fishing. Even this one has a fishing minigame, huh? Come on, lure, come on, lure. As sophisticated as the fishing mechanic in Nier. What the heck's that fish? Not really sure. Had a lot of fruit, though. Let's kill him. He's probably a bad guy. Hey, actually, can we swim down here? Nah, we can't. I like how in this Kirby game, being an inch off the bottom of the screen doesn't mean you die immediately, as if there's some kind of deadly laser barrier or something. Oh, it's mad that we just killed its little brother. I understand, honestly. Okay, no. I admit, I think I crossed a line there. But I was just being a fisherman, okay? Some people have been, their cultures have been eating fish for, you know, a long time. Like, what the? Okay, this went from being, you know, the music is still calm and relaxing, but this is like Jaws or something. This is scary. We're gonna have to go into its domain to get that door. Or not? Oh, we're going fishing. Well, I know it's just responding to a crime that the Kirby's committed. But the Kirbys are going to commit the same crime to take it out. Once again, as I've said before, this is really a very morally complex story. It really does make you think, and I totally screwed that up. Okay, let's see. We're gonna catch a door. We're gonna reel in a door. 10 Kirby's strength combined is more than enough to catch any wily beast. First, though, is there anything on the other side of this pool? Say, nope. Does that mean getting the door was optional, huh? There's gonna be a medal on the other side of it, then. I might get all the medals in one run this time. Oh, but things are looking bleak now. What? Why was that Waddle Dee gold? My memory of gold Waddle Dee is that they normally are carrying a key or something. This time I didn't see anything like that. Well, there's a chest right there. I figured it had something to do with that, but I suppose I'm mistaken. No, hold on a second. What's going on here? Are we supposed to have found a key earlier in the stage? But that couldn't be, because when that happens, the medal is marked not where we really can get the medal in the order they are in the top screen, but rather where we got the key. I just hope we can get back down here. We probably can't. Did I call it or what? It's weird that we can see above the surface in the background even though we're underwater. That means that there must be a glass barrier in this weird tower full of water. This weird naturally occurring stone tower full of water. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it either. Oh well, there are many strange things in the world. I suppose that this is one of them. I suppose it's probably just King Dedede wasting, money again, government money. I mean, this is what they pay taxes for, so he can install glass onto towers that are far, far away, that are naturally occurring cave systems far away from his own country. That's what the people want. Not that he cares, he's a dictator and is not held accountable at all. Oh, it's a Torpedo Ted. Thanks, Torpedo Ted. Kirby, get out of here. Get out of here, Kirby. Get away before the Torpedo Teds destroy everything. Man, King Dedede, as I said, is really upping the ante this time, isn't he? I mean, these are some pretty serious weapons. Like that, what we just saw was something to rival Bowser's impressive military. Delicious bubbles. There's even another Ted launcher. Huh? Who is it? That guy. It's another Ted launcher. And he just ate our precious banana. But he's covered in spikes, so how can we hurt him? I'll tell you how, by luring his own cannons back at him. Or his own torpedoes back at him, I mean. Even sucking up all the precious dissolved oxygen in the water. The fish need that to live, buddy. Not that King Dedede has ever been very environmentally, sensible. Okay, so we're not gonna direct Torpedo Teds back at it. It's just some other... Oh, there goes the Torpedo Ted. We're gonna need to destroy more of those things the next time we have the chance. This is a pretty impressive robot that King Dedede has built. Because he hasn't built it. He probably had like Escargon or somebody with brains to do it. You might say, well, Escargon doesn't normally appear. Well, he actually is in this one, as we might see later. Unfortunately, he's just a cameo, but... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Trying to trick me, huh? Trying to fake me out. But if it can deploy spikes, why wouldn't it always deploy spikes? It just doesn't make sense. Well, I suppose King Dedede didn't major in making sense, and he is the one who ordered this thing to be built, right? Well, we destroyed most of it. It's strange that it can still run this well, even with just one body segment left. You'd think it'd be a little harder, you know? From the similar music and some of the reused assets and other things, and other such elements of that style, I think of this as being sort of the final Kirby game of the Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland era. Or perhaps the first of the next era, I don't know. Not really. The first next era is Kirby's Return to Dreamland. If you're dividing the Kirby series up into stylistic eras. And being the last, though, I think it also achieves a lot of the aesthetic qualities of the other games, but to a much higher extent than they did. Ah. See, if we had gone to stage, yeah. See, if we had gone to stage 7, that would not have gotten us inland. It's stage 6. So now we can get to the heart of this island, but I still think I'll do stage 7. It's one of the more interesting of this area. Also, gold thrasher. Sorry? Oh, I see. It was just a goal like that. It had nothing at all to do with the key. When I feel kind of bad, though, I was like hunting it for sport. Hunting a living sentient being. That's evil! Anyway, let's go to a stage 7. This is an interesting one. If it's the stage I think it is. And the Kirbys come out into this strange, silent grotto. The only sounds their footsteps and the water dripping from the cave ceiling. Oh, it's another one of these guys. No, Kirby! Okay. And so they come out into this enormous, sunken ship. I'm not sure why there appears to be a vacuum cleaner with water pouring out of it, though. Can we swim down here? No. Nothing down there. The music here is so mysterious, isn't it? I mean, I certainly think so. Oh, geez. Guys, get out, guys. Just get back out of the water. No! The issue is if I try to get these guys back up, then all of them will jump into the water and get hurt by this fish creature. Okay, now we just need to clear through here while we can before the water comes out. Wait, mummies? A mummy on a ghost ship, huh? So I'm not going to attribute these mummies to, say, evil spirits. In fact, for all we know, they're just normal bean bonds in a or no, they can't be because they do collapse. I'm going to attribute them more to something like the Umbrella Corporation. Not another one of these things. Yeah, those things that stuff these creatures spit out is apparently water, according to Deroach, which strikes me as sort of suspect. I mean, Deroach is a well-known master thief, so he was not the kind of guy I would normally invest much trust in, but it just goes to show. You never know. In fact, he seems to be less a thief now and more a treasure hunter, so maybe he's turned over a new... Uh-oh. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna be able to catch him when he floats up here. I think? Here he comes. It makes enough sense that they're... No! They got a lot faster when they got out of the water. Well, that's fine. We just need... Well, we have 22 fruits, so we need 78 more fruit. See? Now we need less than that. What's this thing? Oh, I see. There's a strange mouth right there that this appears to... that this crank apparently powers. How odd. Another one. Not sure what was ticking. You might notice, well, judging from the cannons, this ship was apparently used to be used in combat of some sort. As for exactly when and the details of this, who knows? I don't. Anything up there? Nope. What? Okay, let's keep going then. And we're done. Okay, so I wonder what would happen if we did hit the skull block. I'm not gonna try, because it's not gonna be good. And I see no reason to want something bad to happen. Probably was a medal behind those blocks, don't you think? I guess. It's just that if I'm wrong, I lose all my Kirbys. It's all over then. Huh? Well, I guess you guys are just gonna have to stick around up there. Actually, come to think of it, is there... No! Gotta get out. Actually, how far down does this go? Yeah, we could have still swam across that gap down there. I'm kind of curious then, what is on the top? What would happen if we had gotten onto the log and taken the path up? Because I'm pretty sure that turning the crank opened one. Didn't it? No. Oh. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Now, however, I understand that I was. I recognize the error of my ways. But as you can see, this ship is one of the dark secrets that was hidden inside Dedede Resort. Now, I don't know if this is, say, a ship that belonged in some capacity to King Dedede. I don't presume to know what kind of naval power he has, although I'd expect it's very little. Of course, I don't know. Maybe he's been building up the Navy. Perhaps he read, that book that was written like the turn of the 19th century about how important it was to have a navy. I forget what it's called. Something like The Importance of Naval Power to something or other. It's a very influential book to the various imperialistic powers of the day. Gordos. Well, before we go to the Gordos, actually, I'm kind of curious, though. What is up here? I just want to check. Okay, we have to swim that. Huh? Are we gonna... Yeah, here we go. Actually, what happens if they get into the water? Yeah, they die. That's what happens when they get into the water. Come on, stray Kirby, don't fall behind. Oh, that's what that led to, huh? That's pretty good. I'm glad. And we can breathe again. Now, admittedly, Kirby can hold his breath way longer than I can, but I have heard of a woman who can hold her breath for something like 7 minutes. And she dives. She dives and swims around with the fish. Now, she is not herself a fish, she is a mammal. But I also don't think she's a dolphin. I suppose she's most likely a mermaid or something? I can't be sure, I've never met the woman. Oh, one of those things on the surface now. Well, we started a race war with them after that encounter we had earlier with the fish while we were fishing. It appears that something is causing the water to sink and lower. Perhaps the ship is rocking around in the current. But here's where things get mysterious. There's a Waddle Dee. So that means the King Dedede's troops are checking out this ship. Does that mean, do you think, that there's something in this ship that interests him? Is there some treasure that's supposedly on board? I don't know. I think this is one of the more mysterious things that the king has been up to. Don't... You see that? That Kirby wanted to stay behind and get crushed to death by logs. The real Kirby would never do this. Or, I mean, these are the real Kirby. I suppose that in the end, what will probably happen... Okay. What will probably happen is that Kirby becomes united as he becomes whole again. But then he is also forced to confront the horrific reality of all the crimes that he committed when he was split up and not at full intelligence. Okay. Oh, the bomb's stuck down there. Although, oddly enough, these Waddle Dees are not hurt by the bombs. Makes you think. Okay, good, we got all 10 parts back. I wonder how this magic spell works exactly. I mean, it's sort of curious, don't you think? Come on. I mean, it's sort of curious, don't you think, that they could... what the... Oh, it's an electrical creature. It's not just any electrical creature, it's one that has a melon in it. Oh, I see, we need to drain it of all the water. Metal! Okay, now it's soaking up. Get out! No, Kirby! Gosh, well, a few of them are stuck on top. But that's fine, we don't need them all down here to get the metal. We just need a few of them. A few of Kirby's can beat something to death plenty proficiently. They don't need, there's no need for more. You might also notice that there is no, oxygen meter that appears right now. And that makes sense, because the Kirby's... Okay, guys, good job. Now we go over here. That makes sense because the Kirbys are sharing their capacity of their stomachs. So as a consequence of this, when any of them, even one of them on land, is enough that they can all breathe in the water. We gotta be careful, because those are some deadly bombs. I know the Waddle Dees look cute, but they are a force to be reckoned with. Of course, Kirby's a force to be reckoned with, too. Really? Another room that's just here for fruit? That's fine, I'm fine with that. Okay, we gotta take this tall guy out again. Well, I believe we've covered everything down there. We just need to get out of here and not get electrocuted. Good job. I told you to do, you had one job, and you went and got electrocuted. Oh, that fish's gonna die. How sad. Well, we're gonna fire ourselves deep into the center of the ship. Though that cannon looks very different from the other cannons in here. I wonder if Dedede's troops installed it later on. I suppose the water must be rising, unless there... Well, I mean... Oh, it's one of these things! I thought that was just a... individual mini-boss early on. Why are all the Kirbys, like, not getting to... Why is the camera so off-center? Very peculiar. In any case, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so King Dedede must have installed that. Anyway, I guess that the room isn't flooding even though all that water is pouring in because there's a small leak somewhere. I mean, that must be what's going on. Like, why are all these Kirbys off-screen? Why isn't the camera just shifting to accommodate them? It doesn't make sense to me. What's this gonna do? Is it gonna cause the water... I suppose it'll cause the water to drain out more quickly, right? Yeah, so it does. Because the water, as I said before, must already be draining out. Well, we don't have a key is the problem. No! Well, we're not gonna open that chest. What a sneaky trap. Baited with a medal, no less. That's just heartless. So yeah, see, that's... I guess I could see that chain it shoots out being very stylized water. I could see it. What a strange and territorial animal. It's not plant-based like the bean bonds and so much else of what we've encountered in these parts, though. I like how they put that arrow there in case you wouldn't think you needed to... Oh, now what? Now what is it? Is it... Yeah, another one. I knew it. You know, for a place with such ominous music, this is pretty fast-paced. Oh, there are gonna be metal blocks we needed to break up ahead? I bet you... So there were. Well, you win some, you lose some. Okay, so far so good. Well, that's fine. You know, why couldn't I get it to say crush? Why couldn't I crush it with those metal blocks down there? Hey, could you... Oh... Once again, that's one you would have to do the level... have done the level before to have known about it. Or alternatively, have just had some dumb luck. So here's one of King Dedede's henchmen aboard the, the vessel. Now this is odd, because this means that King Dedede has also been bringing in these star blocks. Now at this point, His Majesty is certainly aware that, Kirby is on the island. His soldiers have surely notified him by now if he wasn't already aware, and the fact that we're encountering these kinds of special troops already indicates that. Of course, it's also very possible that these the Waddle Dees were already on patrol anyway. Well, I mean, of course they were, but I mean, it's possible that even here, this Waddle Dee is here because the king is doing something very secret in this ship he doesn't want anyone to know about. And, this guy would have been here whether or not Kirby was. I suppose what the king might be doing, though, is just building giant star blocks to use as weapons? Oh, do you have a better idea? Don't you miss the days when I could reliably get a gold star? Well, now that that's out of the way. Any advice for us, Deroach? Welcome back. Allow me to share this tidbit with you. Rhino beetles are like rats deserting a sinking ship. Those little insects are smart, all right. What can I do for you? What? Rhino beetles? What in the world are you Well, I guess he's talking about rhino beetles. When trying your hand at the Sorar flyby attraction, hit only the correct panels. You'll probably see more medals fly by that way. Anything else I can do for you? You can take 2 routes to the goal in the stage with the underwater rapids. One route will lead you to Turtle Tummy. He's a big-bellied foe who keeps his treasure hidden. In his belly, that is. There must be some way to get it out of him. I suppose punch him in the gut until he vomits it up. Anyway, see ya, Deroach. See you later. Man, Spinny, or no, Tippy is I think his name is Spinny, just keeps nodding his head. Well, stage 7, stage 10, stage 9, stage 8. Oh, this is stage 11. Well, let's do them in order for once. Now, as you might see from the icon on the top screen, stage 8 is actually snowy. This must be because it's like, say, the Andes, where the mountain peak is just so high that it's very cold. Despite the equatorial region. Oh, it's a fuzzball. Okay, these fuzzballs are more dangerous than I thought. Actually, we saw them before. Earlier, didn't we? So this is home to all the local cold animals. Now, what I find kind of peculiar about all this is, I don't know what I find peculiar about all this. This is normal. Where I come from, you always see little blue puffballs that are trying to electrocute people falling from the sky. There's a bunch of clones are slipping on ice. Nothing more natural in the world than that. Oh. Okay, come on, guys, let's go, come on. Guys, come on! Or really, it's the camera I'm telling to come on. What, is there something we can... Oh, there we go. And now, we destroyed that snowman. Aw, I'm sure the king worked very hard on that snowman. It's almost a pity that we had to do that to it. Nah, just kidding, he didn't do it. It was some henchman of his, you know that. You know that. Who else would it be? Oh, you should probably keep going before these torches go out. I might have some use for them. Maybe we should let him get the fruit down for us. Yeah, I'll let him get the fruit down for us. I'll consent to that. Oh, here they're throwing snowballs instead of coconuts. You see, that is a nice touch. Apple! And now what's next? It's another apple. Or after a snowball or two. Oh! That is the coldest snowball I've ever seen! I mean, really, that's like throwing, like, some kind of, liquid, some kind of chemical freezing agent at them. That would kill people! I've never imagined a weaponized snowball before this day. Because they're already weapons, but that's a military-grade snowball. You know what? Forget it. Just you take out this guy, get the fruit. We have enough fruit. We don't need to get all of the fruit from these waddle dees. And they're not trying to help us. They're attacking us. They're just grabbing whatever is nearby. Anyway. Well. Okay. We'll be on our way, guys. To the next bonfire. Yep. Okay. Oh, hey. I've always been a fan of the ice levels in Kirby games. Peppermint Palace and Kirby and the Amazing Mirror I thought was very pretty and sort of mysterious. In Kirby's Dream Land 3, I very fondly remember the later ice levels. A lot of them were pretty difficult, but a lot of them were also, you know, like I remember the one where there was a snail who's missing his shell, and Kirby gets the shell back for him from Dark Matter's, you know, henchman. It's pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Okay, let's keep going. It only takes one torch. That's nothing. You think their electricity would put out the torches? Oh, no. Okay, so we didn't quite lose all of our torches there. Man, you know, this is what I call torture. There's something above that. Well, hold on. There's so many ways to go here now. We have 3 divergent paths. Kirby's, just get here! Get in the freaking water, Kirby! I know it's cold, but you can handle it. And now we're gonna go down here. You know what, this'll take us to a door anyway. Okay, so he caught up with us somehow. Now the camera just needs to catch up. Gosh, I don't remember having these difficulties before. Maybe I just used to be more forgiving. Maybe I've become bitterer. Well, I mean, of course I've become bitterer as I've gotten older. I mean, I really think the whole world is completely evil. Get in there! Come on, Kirby, get in the door! Just one. There we go. Oh, I like the looks of this. I guess this seems kind of fruity. That's pretty fruity. All right, yeah, get that fruit. Get the fruit, Kirby. We've come this far. Might as well get it. I mean, y'all dying of frostbite now, or you would be if you weren't Kirby. Kirby's a tough guy. He can handle a little, you know, swimming through sub-zero water for hours. He does that stuff all the time. Nothing out of the ordinary. Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I also do this stuff. You know, I just want to see what's above this damn thing. Kirby's! Okay, Kirby's... Let's just get up here, and there's nothing above it anyway, okay. Though those holes in the cave wall remind me somewhat of goggles. We're gonna have to go all the way back. Okay, that's fine. It's not like it was exactly a long, arduous journey. There are none of those green things that inhale Kirby's and eat them. And I suppose they do that to blippers and stuff, too. They're probably a natural predator of blippers. I suppose that the Po Islands have electrical blippers, because it's a much more dangerous, it's much more unforgiving environments here than we have. Oh, we need to go get the torches again? Okay. Can do. And... Oh... This game is just full of dirty, dirty tricks. I didn't realize they'd respawn. Like, how are you supposed to know that? Well, I'll tell you how, you can't know that. There is no way to know that ahead of time. But now it's too late. We're not going to see what that snowman was guarding. And I should have done it earlier, but now I'll never know till the day I die. And now what you're going to say? You're saying, well, I can just do the level again. No! Okay, my life is short already. As we speak, I'm getting closer to dying. And you want me to spend more time of my life just seeing what's behind that door? It's just gonna be a medal. You know that. Huh? This isn't looking good. This is gonna get worse before it gets better. It got better. Okay. Hold on, what the heck? Does that mean if we'd taken an alternate... Does that mean if we took the lower door, we would not have gotten the medal? Okay, never mind. The snowman thing worked out fine. Or was there some other route we even could have taken? I don't know. Well, at least there's some more torches here. Guys, go, don't worry about the spikes. We've dealt... It's nothing you haven't seen before, Kirby. What I don't understand is why the torches don't melt these blocks of ice. Oh, some freeze hogs. I forget what they're called, but they're probably called something like that. I mean, let's be honest here. They're as cold as Mr. Frosty to be able to... I mean, they have no internal body heat, it seems to me. Okay, so these things were melted in the... What? Uh-oh. Okay, this isn't good. I don't like the look of these giant blocks of ice. Oh, it's a giant... Actually, no, it's a giant, freezy hog. Unless these are those rhino beetles that Deroach was talking about, but they couldn't be. That just doesn't make any sense. Go up there! Kirby, get... Come on! It's so frustrating! Okay, get that one. Okay. So far, so good. I choose to take the high road. I just have a feeling that since it was harder to go... No! Okay, so this means it is true that if you take a little long, that they, that the torches go out. I hadn't observed this happening yet, but now I see that it's... See that? What the heck? Well, I guess we killed that ice block. No! Okay, these are the dangerousest enemies. We're not gonna lose. No, get him! Kirby! Can't... If it went... Gosh, the camera! The camera is so frustrating! Because it doesn't follow them! Huh? They killed that innocent apple. You know, this would be really bad if I wanted that Maximato, and I don't really care about that. I just care... What I care about is getting up to the torches up there. I'll get the Maximato too, if it's still there. Don't worry, guys. Don't you worry a darn thing. Well, we didn't get it, so let's get the Kirbys out of the way before they're the ones who get killed, instead of the tomato. Oh. Good. Worked out. No. Get him back. Get him back. Did we get him? I think we got him back. Okay, guys, just take a break for a second and pull out this thing. There we go. I got a medal out of it. Just what I wanted. There's so many stragglers. At least it's pretty here. The crystals of snow, the ice crystals. I'm sorry? It's coming for us, boys. But we're gonna let it do that? No, we're not. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill the block of ice now. Okay, go. I've never seen this before, sentient ice. I mean, that's like a rock monster. Or a mineral monster, since ice is technically a mineral. You see, in order to be a mineral, it must have a crystalline structure, be naturally occurring. Wait, what? Wait, okay. That's an unpleasant noise. It sounds like I'm failing. That's a great statue you guys made, though. They did it just by beating it with their hands. These guys have real talent. It also makes you realize just how hard their attacks must hit, huh? Kirby's really gotten a lot better at art than I think he used to be. It's almost like big pieces of rock can't be frozen in the snow. That's just because there are a lot of other minerals around here. Could be quartz or something. Well, what is the definitions of snow? Or, not snow, of minerals. You have to, You have to have a crystalline structure, be naturally occurring, be non-organic. I forget what the other ones are. There are a few more, but in any case, the point is that ice satisfies all of these when it's naturally occurring. We carry on from that peak of the Andes to another. If you're gonna want to make that noise just there, it's because I was adjusting the microphone. And it was like a good sound effect for adjusting it. Very peaceful here. Let's all crush ourselves to death. Oh, we didn't die. Yeah, nothing much up there, though. Well, I literally walked just into that trap. I knew it was what was gonna happen. Oh. Hello, Freezy Rex. You look like something out of Wario Master of Disguise. This is the music here is also from Kirby's Air Ride. I think that it's great that they put it here because it recontextualizes it into something more meaningful than its, like, goofy original use. And it deserves it. It's good music. I suppose Freezy Rex could be of some relationship to the Ice Dragon, but probably not. Or, it's not the Ice Dragon, it's just Ice Dragon. What are you about to do, Freezy? Freezy! Freezy! Oh, Freezy, you hurt that big jaw of yours, didn't you, Freezy? I'm glad, Freezy. Man, Freezy is tough. He just walks through solid rock, and he's just like it's nothing. Really, think about it. Freezy Rex must be the toughest monster in the world. It's pretty incredible, if you ask me. Get up here! Okay, did we get away? No, we didn't. It's still after us. Because I suppose really isn't terribly surprising. But we took advantage of the moment that it was held back to, oh, we could climb up, we could just, like, go over it, but I don't think that's an option. Okay, guys, come on, go. Guys, Freezy Rex he's out for blood. And he's just some random predator, I understand this, but I still think he's out for blood. I mean, that's a pretty good description if ever I've heard. Holy crap, he could destroy a Gordo! Did you see that? He destroyed a Gordo! That's like breaking the laws of physics or something. That's like making matter. That's like creating or destroying matter or energy, which kind of go hand in hand since mass and energy are equivalent, but it just should be impossible. It's the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. I feel like I've witnessed some unspeakable abomination. So these are the things that drove people crazy in Lovecraft stories, huh? Oh, criminy, it's still coming. You see, this is not one the Kirbys can fight. Now, if they had a torch, they might be able to melt it, since it also is a giant rock monster. Melt. We got it. We got all of the metals this beast was guarding. Wait. That was close. But in the end, we buried it alive and we'll never have to see that creature again. I'm sure it plays an important role in its ecosystem, and these caves it lives in are indeed beautiful. But it's much easier to appreciate these things when your life isn't on the line. I survived that and got all the medals, and all they give me is a bronze star. I got all the way through this ice mountain area, and all they gave me was a dumb t-shirt. Well, now for stage 10. This is King Dedede's private castle made out of candy. When you hear this kind of music, you know you're in tune, gonna do something. I mean, I guess. Sorry, just, like, in awe of the music for a sec. It strikes me as just sort of, I don't know, bizarre. Don't get me wrong, King Dedede is totally the type who would use taxpayer money to build a castle out of candy. You know, let's just beat up this portrait. It's just a matter of principle. Why aren't we going through the door? We took down the portrait. I guess it's just not an option. I have to say, Your Majesty, this is one of your least intimidating fortresses. Something about the candy and cake theme, although you do still have it full of deadly guards. Shame we're taking this one down, it's pretty. It's probably a background from Kirby in the, Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland or something. This one certainly looks like the Orange Ocean. Actually, I wonder if the Popopo Islands are in the Orange Ocean. Personally, I'd like to imagine they're near the island where Mothagaba comes from. Or Mosagaba, or whatever it is. Huh? I'm sorry? Oh! King Dedede, you've been hiring some real weirdos recently. Is it like scraping stuff together to make those spiky fruits? I thought the durians were just a fruit, though. Like, we saw them growing on Wispy. They're fruits. But I guess not? I guess that you can also scrape them together? Man, King Dedede sure is handsome, huh? You know, something about one of these paintings is a little different from the others. I can't quite place my finger on it. Yeah, this must be the weird one. Or is this the weird one? I know one of them is weird. There's something a little off about one of these. I'm just not quite sure which one. Oh, I know, it's this one. Or not. Man, it's really weird that he's putting all these paintings in front of his doors. Anyway, sorry to do this to you, Your Majesty. He must have gotten that from his trip to the paint world after Drossia turned him into a ball in Kirby Canvas Curse in one of the extra modes. Oh, look, it's wearing a little party hat. That's because it's always a party here in King Dedede Town. Wait, hold on, what the? Wait, what just happened? Did it just spit out a cake and it made Kirby fat? I just want to see this. Yeah, it's like... I mean, it really must be fattening if it makes Kirby fat, is all I can say. Okay, guys, come on. We don't want to deal... I get it, this is all a big statement about obesity. We definitely have at least 5 of us. Although we're putting on some weight, so, soon heart attacks will really thin out the Kirby ranks. Let us avoid a difficult obese battle. Well, we can go down here, I guess. Guys, don't leave me! Guys, like... Oh, thanks. Now they are shaped like a top hat. Oh, they fell apart. Why aren't they eating those cakes in the background, then, if they can't help it? But when they see a cake fall from the sky, they're just like, oh man, look at that cake, I have to eat that cake. I mean, I understand that some people have compulsions to eat certain things. I really do. I have that feeling about, say, sushi. But I don't have it about, say, cake. Not at all. I do have it about bread, though. In particular, I am fond of challah, and I also enjoy cardamom bread, a kind that's often used for sweets in places like Estonia. Well, King Dedede, your troops were no match for one Kirby, much less 10 of them, even if he can't inhale. What's this? Oh, it's cotton candy! That's cute. Well, they're all pointing at this one block, so I guess I'll hit it. Oh, I see. What an interesting mechanism you've installed, Your Majesty. Before we go through there, I'm curious what's over here. Will a door shut? I think a door will shut. I don't want to risk it. Let's see where this takes us. We've gotten no medals so far. Look at the scale of this place. This is a ambitious art project's all I can say. But guys, it looks like King Dedede set another trap for us. Nice try, Your Majesty, but you're gonna have to do more than hire weird foreigners to take down Kirby. You of all people should know that at this point. Oh, I see. We're just gonna go through all the cotton candy doors. I'm up for it. Huh? This isn't a door, this is a melon switch. Wait, no, it's an apple switch. Will this get us a key? Yes? Yes? Oh. I suppose that His Majesty's probably struck some kind of understanding with Necroidius, even if it'll destroy the planet. Because Dedede is short-sighted and isn't thinking about how having all the sunlight blocked out forever might not be worth just getting rid of that there Kirby. There they are. Ah, Scullies, I almost forgot about you with all the candy and stuff. Wait, it actually got one of the Kirbys. I don't think that's happened so far. Come here, Red Skull, you old Nazi. Which doesn't make sense. You'd think Red Skull would be a communist. I'm pretty sure he's a Nazi. Isn't that like a comic book villain? In American comics, I mean. The European comic scene is largely concerned with stuff that's more interesting. Sick burn. Shots have been fired. Nah, there's a lot of like Disney comics and Asterix and stuff. I mean, Asterix is good. No. Well, my Waddle Dee friend, I'm sorry to say that you're gonna... Oh, crap. Crap. Guys, come on. We got the candy. We just need to not get stuck in here. No, I don't... Why does this move so darn slowly? I just don't understand why the camera doesn't follow them better. Yeah, what's up here then? Something delicious? Or just a door? Yeah, it looks like that was just like a shortcut. Well, I don't want a shortcut. There might be something I missed. That's something I've sure learned from a lot of... Oh, we can't go back anyway. Oh, I mean, we could just... No, we can't. Whoa! Wait a minute. Were we in here before? But on the other side? In any case, King Dedede, you're getting crafty. I mean, really, you've outdone yourself in many ways with this place. This is like an impressive architectural feat, if I may say so. One of the things I think is fascinating about Kirby Mass Attack is that they have taken, like, is it, King Dedede has finally been made just like, some mischievous villain. Doesn't have any other role in the story beyond that. And another thing I like is that they've taken Waddle Dees and made them into dangerous enemies with weapons that can kill you in one hit. And I think that's pretty cool. Is this gonna lift? Yeah, it is. I thought we were trapped for a moment. That is one way to get rid of Kirby, just trap him in here. Ah, it's Bullhammer. This guy is, well, we don't really know who Bullhammer is. I always assume he's a mercenary King Dedede hired. I mean, the key to getting Bullhammer is to break his shield, as we did. He has very big ears. Now, King Dedede, once again, you're gonna have to do more than hire weird foreigners to get rid of Kirby, okay? There goes Bullhammer, one of the oddest one-off antagonists in the Kirby series. But this is a labyrinthine palace, as you might notice, from all the medals we missed. I would theorize that His Majesty constructed this palace out of candy, specifically in order to trap Kirby in it, like lure him in. But I think that it's more likely he just did it because he likes candy. Yeah, laugh it up, Necroidius. We're about to beat up King Dedede too. But one more look at stage 11. My memory of this stage is that it was a complete panic scramble and everybody died. Let's go. Murdoch Scramble. So, we're back to the tropical environment of most of these islands. You can see some pretty mushrooms growing in the background. Fresh apples growing on the trees, and none of them were a trap. Fresh apples growing underground as apples do. Another one of the indigenous puff things. I'll have to look up their name some other time. Wow, this tree has really been precarious. Look at it. Really, do you see how they cut that thing? Oh, hey, it's a birdie. That's right. One of the things that really sets Kirby Mass Attack's story apart is that not that the overall story is more interesting than, say, something like Kirby and the Rainbow Curse or something like that, but there are character arcs. Big Birdie actually had a character arc. She went from being Kirby's enemy because Kirby accidentally hurt her. Also, I was right about the tree being unbalanced. To being Kirby's buddy. And I think this is fantastic. It really creates a sense of development. Wait, there's one of those rhinoceros beetles? He just literally met a normal rhinoceros beetle? Really? He didn't mean like some kind of magic rhinoceros beetle? How bizarre! I did not remember that there were just normal rhinoceros beetles around here. They're beautiful animals though, aren't they? In any case, I think that I'm not gonna say this is the most reckless thing Kirby's ever done, but it's certainly up there. Now, you might notice that if the tree falls all the way, we die. So let's not let that happen. And I was sure right that this tree was precariously balanced. What I want to figure out is that a piranha plant? I mean, what I want to figure out is why. Like, who began chopping this tree, and to what ends did they do this? Guys, get to the other side of the... Okay, they did. Well, we're beginning to understand why I remember this as being the chaotic level where everybody died, right? I mean, I hope you can hope you're being able to see how I got this sense of things. It's a good thing the tree begins to flash red, like there's a klaxon going off when it begins tilting too much. It's very good of whoever installed the security system in this tree to do that. It was probably the rhinoceros beetles. Just come on. Okay. We survived so far, and of course immediately back into the fire. Not a moment of respite. Okay, Kirby. Forget the fruit. Right now, our goal is to not die. We lost to Kirby. Well, that's good. Well, we know it's not, but it's good we got it back. Okay, come on. We got this key, so that means there's loot around here somewhere, which can help us. We just need to move this thing over. Now we need to go up here and get to this side. And now we need to all go up here. I'm sorry, rhinoceros beetles. Your home is going to completely fall apart after this. Why is it that those puffballs are so lightweight? I mean, the blue puffballs are so lightweight that they're not causing the tree to shake around, but only the Kirbys are. I mean, I'm not surprised that Kirby weighs more than an insubstantial puffball. That's really not at all surprising. Come on, get the metal. Get the metal. Did they get it? I don't think they got it. I think they missed the metal somehow. Wait, no, there it is. Come on, Kirby's, come on. Damn it! Why are you... Come on! Get up! Well, we lost the metal, obviously, but... Goodness sake! No! No! You... God! This is the most demoralizing stuff! At least we'll be able to open the chest at the end. Oh, no. Come on. Okay. Big Birdie, get us out of here! Big Birdie! It actually sounded like she came a moment too late. But once again, she goes from being a minor enemy who Kirby upset by knocking away her fruit, to being an ally who saves his life. She and her birdie family, they might just be the rest of the birdie community. I hear they're very close-knit. She's probably the tribal matriarch. Now, there aren't many matriarchal societies around, or really any, depending on how you define it. But there are certainly societies with practice matrilineal lines of inheritance, and in these societies, women did tend to have very prominent roles. A lot of early tribal societies that practiced settled agriculture were matrilineal. If they were more hunter-focused, though, they tended to be more... inheritance tended to flow down the side of the father. And as a result, they were patriarchal. Like, to be clear, a patriarchal society is one where men rule. But a society that is, like, patrilineal versus matrilineal... Like, a matrilineal society is one where inheritance passes down the mother's side, whereas a matriarchal society would be one where women predominate over men. Which they kind of did, as I was saying, in certain matrilineal societies. Maybe I should be quiet and enjoy the heroic moment. Oh, another one of these things that just hate the birdies so much! Those birdies are tough, being able to just be slammed on like that and not even flinch. They are tough, I tell you what. Really, the Kirbys are beating them up, and really, with all this stuff they're dropping on them. But I think it just goes to show that really the Kirbys are a very, it goes to show that the birdies are just very tough. And I admire that. They have true grit. Thank you, Big Birdie. You've proved to be a true friend to us. That went from demoralizing chaos to something spectacular. Good job, Kirby. And Big Birdie. And finally, let's go have an audience with His Majesty ourselves. Okay, I see our goal. Our goal is to knock the bombs back to his side. In any case, this is one of my all-time favorite King Dedede fights. The music, everything about it's perfect. So perfect, I want to be quiet for a moment. He just doesn't give up, does he? I think it's interesting to note that this is probably just about the toughest King Dedede has ever been. He really is a very tough person. Even if he didn't have his army, he might be able to assert his dominance over the country anyway through his own prowess as a warrior. Still, though, you shouldn't have made that deal with Necroidius. Well, Dedede Resort, there are a lot of mysteries of you that I'll never solve, but now that we've left the place in shambles, I think Kirby's done his job. Before we venture into Volcano Valley, I want to do something else. I want to go back to the first island and see if I can at least get all of the medals. I don't intend to get all of the medals in this playthrough. That wasn't my intention at all. I just want to finally see the ending. I want to, however, I want to at least try and get all the medals in the first island. Anyway, what's up, Deroach? Hello again. Back for more tips. Well then. I also noticed Doc has joined them. It's always good to know how to make a quick exit. if you want to exit it. Well, that's pretty useless. Deroach. I appreciate the thought, though. It's the thought that counts. Why is it marked special? Wait, what? What's going on? Yeah, hold on. Is this Bubble going to explain something? What's happening here, Bubble? Nope, no explanation of what's going on, I guess. This happened whenever we return to an island? Seems to almost undermine the point of losing all the Kirbys, though. I suppose we're just on Channel Royal Melon. It's kind of a blast to the past. To think, this is where Kirby's adventure began earlier today. Is this happening in the course of one day? Actually, we got to sunset in the second world, so I suppose Kirby Mass Attack takes place over the course of at least 2 days. The most dangerous boss there is. Why have we been dealing with this? Oh, come on, I didn't want to deal with them. That was one pain tutorial to go through again. I already knew all that the tutorial said, because I'm a genius. This is where Kirby's war against the Bean Bonds began, isn't it? I suppose that every fruit has been replaced with the melon. Pretty strange. Why are these melons flying? Come to think of it, a lot of the fruit's just floating in midair. How have I not even thought about that before? How the heck does that work? Now, it made sense when the fruit was in midair because it was dangling from a fishing line as a baited trap. But for the most part, though, what the heck's going on? I guess we'll be able to pull out that fruit that required 10 Kirbys, or that turnip, I guess. I suppose Bean Bonds are a species of turnip, or something like a turnip. And I suppose that's the end of Special Melon Mode? How weird, though. I did not know that was in this at all. In fact, I still don't entirely believe that was it. I think it was just some sort of hallucination. I suppose only the video footage will tell the objective truth about what was recorded here today, folks. Okay, let's get out of here. Why was the camera not moving? Well, anyway, that's everything I needed to get done here. And the door came in handy. Whoa, where the heck are we? It's a beautiful place. Is this Necroidius's dimension? I see, you don't get the star if you use the shortcut. Makes sense. Oh, we got something new. Shall we see what it... Well, I mean, of course, it's the next set of checklists. While we're here, though, let's take a look at Kirby... Actually, let's take a look at Strato Patrol EOS. You might say I already showed you the whole thing, but there's something I forgot. I didn't show you the game over screen. And that's how we know that Nightmare was behind this. Because there's his right-hand man, customer service, albeit bobbing around rather strangely. It's so surreal to see customer service in a Kirby game. And I never will again since he's dead, but I always thought he was a very interesting villain. Or not that he's like a super deep character, but that a villain like him is an interesting style of villain. And now let's see what the third chapter of Kirby's quest tells us. I'm sure it'll be an epic story. It all began when Kirby was in the ocean for some reason, fighting two squishies. Then he killed them with the help of Dyna Blade. You following the cause and effect in this story so far? I hope so. I suppose what's happening is Kirby's crossing the ocean to get somewhere. And so, in the midst of the Orange Ocean, they're confronted by Capsule J2. But they defeat Capsule J2 and carry on. Then, in the depths of the ocean, they encounter Squishy and Flotso with their leader, Sweet Stuff. Sweet Stuff first turned up in Kirby's Dream Land 2 as one of the, monsters that Dark Matter possessed. Now, you think that Kirby might be a little more hesitant about beating up a creature that was not really bad or mean, but was just being had its body stolen from it by an alien? But no, actually not. Anyway, let's see. Okay, Sweet Stuff. Much as I love you, girl, we gotta get you out of here. See ya. Sweet Stuff is nice, I'm sure, if you got to know her. Oh, these snow hippos. You might notice this is getting trickier. Just like Kirby when he looped around the screen like that. Playing with perspective. Classic Kirby. Escher. Now this is where the levels begin to actually become somewhat challenging because of the small window of opportunity you have to hit the pink bar. We hit it. Or, I did. The EXP bar controls nothing but your HP in effect. Anyway, once they crossed the ocean and reached, I suppose, the Rainbow Resort or some other Arctic area, they ran into Mr. Frosty. Then they beat up Mr. Frosty. And here is Chef Kawasaki's boss, or his old master. To be honest, I forget his name. That's just as well. He doesn't deserve to be beat up. He's a master chef. He's an Iron Chef. And now they're on board the Halberd suddenly, fighting Meta Knights for no clear reason. Well, you see, they do a number on us if we miss. But we do a number on them, too. And we recovered everyone, so it worked out. We got another Kirby while we were at it. And now we're fighting Meta Knight's right-hand guys, Sword and Blade. Another nod to the anime. A lot of people don't know this about Blade, but Blade is a Cyclops. Or at least Blade only has one eye. That's what's beneath that little red visor. Now, as for why Kirby is storming the Halberd, or something like, or Meta Knight's base or whatever, I have no clue. What did Meta Knight do? I don't know. Okay. Oh, there we go. Ironically, the tornado is an attack that Meta Knight himself uses. What was that thing they were pulling? I don't know. In any case, it's a bit of a sad that Meta Knight didn't get a single hit in. Surprisingly, he got away without his mask breaking. Meta Knight's much cooler looking in Victory than King Dedede. Just a bronze crown, huh? Not that it's surprising. We'll see more of that later. For now, I might take a look at Checklist 2, I guess? Checklist 2, how you doing today? You feeling good? That sounds easy enough. Yeah, these seem to be organized kind of chaotically in terms of what stages the goals are attached to. So where haven't we gotten all the medals? I suppose on these ones that are not marked with a big golden thing. So let's go to stage 4. The stage where we first met the giant bat monster. With big red clown lips. The better to smooch you with. Maybe he's a nice guy at heart if he just wants to give us a smooch. Yeah, it said we missed the first medal, and so we... Why do they always go down to that, like, one Kirby that missed it instead of to all of the others that were up here? Oh, it's another one of these strange tornado beings. Reminiscent of Bouncy, aren't they? I sure think so. They're also reminiscent of a food processor. We still missed a medal? How in the world? Well, that's pretty strange. Is that really? That was so bizarre. What? Where do you think it was? Was it up there somewhere? Or did we have to go into the cave once to get it? Or what? Kind of in stunned silence. Where the heck was that medal? Where could it be? Well, I suppose we'll never know. Well, that's not true. I'll find out pretty soon. I'm convinced that if I search thoroughly enough, I can find the solutions to every level. That time the camera followed the main group instead of the straggler. Go on, Kirby's, leave the runts. I'm sorry, that's very mean. Litters might have runts, but, well, I suppose nature is cruel, isn't she? Hold on, we didn't all get healed. Now, of course, in human society, although nature may be cruel, our chief concern should be how we alleviate suffering of humans, even if it means, strictly speaking, going against nature. It is a natural to play his video game. I don't see anything wrong with that. Just because it's natural hardly means it's good. That's the appeal to nature fallacy. Oh, she didn't stand a chance. The Kirbys have killed a lot of people to get this far. Well, let's see where the other medal could possibly be, shall we? I was thinking earlier that putting those doors in the middle of the stages was silly, but I don't really think so anymore. When you get down to it, the levels in Kirby Mass Attack are enormous. Wow, we were falling as fast as the rain. Something poetic about that. You know, something. Before we take that lower route, let's see. I could say route, or I could say route. Anyway, well, let's see if the other medal is up here somewhere. I mean, we can't go any higher than where we are now, is the problem. Maybe she just wants to be a food processor. Who are we to judge that? Yeah, the other medal must be down lower. So the levels must be designed such that to get all the medals, it might be impossible. It might be impossible to get all the medals in one run. Not on all the levels, but I think on a few of them that seems to be the case. Look, you can even see the road in the background. Perhaps the Kirbys took that path to get here. I can see it. Oh, we need ourselves a key. And there it is. How to get it, though? Wait, hold on. This? How could I have possibly missed this one? You'd mean the first time I did this stage, I didn't get that? But how? How could I have missed that medal? Well, it's beyond me. Yeah, this does confirm it's impossible to get all the medals in one run, because as you can see from the blocks above us, that's where the other medal was, the second medal. So a proper long play of this would go through each stage multiple times, which makes enough sense, I guess. There are a lot of stages with different paths to take, so a long play would need to show off at least a few of these. Okay, now, oh boy. It's just so fun seeing him run around like that. Oh, I remember stage 9. This was the stage with the gelatin monster that killed everyone. Okay. Am I the only one who wonders sometimes whether Kirby's really the good guy here? I can't be. I know I'm not. No, I mean, he's often clearly against guys who are worse. Like, in no universe could Kirby, for example, possibly be worse than, Necroidius. I mean, there might be some way to make some kind of case that he is, but I think it would be a big stretch. Okay, guys, come on. Come on, guys. Don't stop, guys. We gotta get up. Wait, hold on. The key. Where's the key? We found the door out, but where was the key? Is it even here? Maybe I should talk to Deroach about this. Look at the Kirby's desperately running after that star, yelping like puppies. Is the key past this point? No, because all there is past this point is the monster. And the Kirby, I couldn't stop them. Well, we'll check that out later. Let's check out stage 5 first. Oh, this was the one with the schnozzes. In one episode of the Kirby anime, there was a demon or a Maju or whatever called Noseman. He's just about the weirdest one, I think, in the entire series, for which he's my favorite. Imagine Kirby wearing a deer stalker, only he's yellow instead of pink, and he has an enormous human nose. This one has spiky, so that means it's hiding something good. It was hiding something good. Whoa, baby. The issue is that this mode's a good way to also miss things. Like, for example, medals. Man, that was a big trap. That was difficult to survive that. Oh, I see. There's a medal we missed. And the other one, if I remember, was in one of the Wigglers. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. In honor of the Wigglers, I'm wiggling my left pinky at this moment. Not that you can see me, but believe me, I am. Oh, we woke her up. She's like those sleepy piranha plants in Super Mario 64, except less evil. Is there something here? Yeah, I suppose so. Is it a medal? Maybe? Hold on, what's this? I don't know what it is. Pull it though. Is it a medal? It is! Okay, so there's not a Wiggler in this one. Or, there was a stage where a Wiggler had a medal, and I'm not sure I got it. Here, we're gonna even right down here and get the medal we already got. It's still beyond me why some of the medals are rainbows, or, have that rainbow light on them, but they sure are pretty. Particularly the pink in that rainbow. The best color. Shame we're gonna have to finish the level all the way, though. Oh, so we didn't kill this thing earlier. That's good. Anyway, it's just gonna try and push the door away from us again. I wonder what sort of vacuum is sucking up all the Kirbys into there. Normally Kirby can breathe in a vacuum, but in his state he's in now, he can't breathe underwater, so he sure can't live in a vacuum, Any hints for us, Deroach? The fellow behind you goes by the name Storo. He's always been a big guy, but don't worry, he's really a pussycat. So to speak. What can I do for you? I don't know, back when he was trying to beat Kirby to death, he didn't strike me as the tenderest of guys. But if you say so. In one of the darkest woods around here, the trees are very mean-spirited. One of them has something useful on top of its head. I'm not saying that it's a medal, but it could help you find a medal. Be sure to search its leafy noggin before you take down its trunk, or else you won't find it. Anything else I can do for you? No, that's a very valuable hint. See you later. I'm pretty sure the Kirbys are giving the medals they get to Deroach and the Squeaks. That would explain why they're helping you. Otherwise, they would presumably want the medals for themselves. I mean, they do, presumably. Otherwise, they'd presumably be getting them themselves. Oh, it's the Como-y things. No, don't eat him! Don't eat him! take him out. There we go. Now, you might remember when we first hear these trees with the faces didn't have their faces. Assuming I remember correctly, anyway. But now, they do. Because after you leave the level, like, they don't want to show you the cinematic opening again. Which is kind of a shame, because it was pretty great, I thought. Yeah, Wispy has some pretty mean relatives, actually, doesn't he? I mean, I suppose these are just the grumpy, conservative old guys in the Wispy family. You know, they argue politics with Wispy around the table, them and Acor. Okay, so there is not a medal here, or if there is, we already got it. We got a bananas. In fact, we got at least 3 bananas out of it. Yeah, there was a medal in one of these. Not that there would be any way to know ahead of time which one you need to go into. Man, I really do feel bad about hurting these guys. Why do they have to make it so sad? Look at him, he's trying so hard to block our way. And he dies! He's a child and he dies crying! If only we could skip to the end of the level, huh? But for now, we have to explore the leafy canopy of this tree. I thought we did. Well, clearly it wasn't this canopy, huh? Oh, I suppose they all end up in the canopy anyway. Must be another one of the trees they knocked down. Okay, guys, just get in there. Really, I have to fling them all in. This is the worst thing that ever happened to anyone. Once again, there's no reason for us to do this horrible, cruel thing to this guy. And I am surprised it was not his canopy. Like, is there a good reason for this? Also, now that I look at it, some of the trees in the background have holes in them. I suppose they might be houses. That's where bean bonds live, I guess. The bean bond tribe probably gets along well with Wispy, but Kirby, I think, is the enemy of every living thing. Really, I'm beginning to kind of hate Kirby after all the horrible deeds he's committed. He's as bad as Nier. Except that he doesn't have a sympathetic motive, he's just a blind force of destruction. He doesn't even realize what he's doing. Because he's been split into 10, and that'll do things to a man's brain. Okay, kill it now. No, you know what? We've killed enough. We might have left him bald, but there's no bald, and he's going to die because he can't get energy from the sun. Not that he needs it anyway if he's living in this cave, I guess. I mean, if he survived this long in this cave, I'm sure he... Or it's not a cave, because we can clearly see outside, so it's more like some kind of rock thing. You know, it rocks. Quit whining, Kirby. Oh. I thought we would find a key. Instead, we didn't. Well, okay, kill him. I feel like we're marching into Wispy's forest or like a suicide, not a suicide squad. That's a different thing. But or like a murder squad. It's despicable. But Kirby doesn't really even fully understand what he's doing. Only I do. I have a hand in this guilt. I have a hand in the crimes that were committed here, too. Now, as for why there was a door in his canopy, I'll never know that. You know, really the Bean Bonds probably don't get on too well with these Wispy Wood clan here, if the fact that log would have just killed them is any indication. And there's still some question as to whether these rolling logs are alive. I'm pretty sure they're not, but then again, some of these wispies are like partially cut down. The Wispy clan, I mean, it's pretty grim, some of the weird mutilations that have happened to them. A lot of torment and suffering has gone on here. They probably just made a deal with the Skull Gang because they said that they would keep, you know, guys like Kirby away. Tourists. Well, it might be obvious where the medal is if I go there again, but I'm gonna go see our friend Deroach for some more hints. Return for more advice. I'm always glad to share info. You might not want to touch the green mushrooms. There is a mushroom of another color on this island, however. If my nose isn't misleading me, I'd say that one has the scent of treasure. What can I do for you? Jumbo candy has a serious downside. While you're huge, you can't get up to some places that you can while you're smaller. And when you're on a jumbo rampage, you might just kick a treasure chest away. Either way, be careful with that jumbo candy or you'll miss out on a medal. Anything else I can do for you? Okay, thanks. See you later. So, what we're gonna do on this stage is this. We're gonna smash open the blocks that will let us get to the door out. So we don't have to fight the jelly snake again. But we don't want to go so far we destroy the chest. And as for the place I could get to while small, I should be able to find that after I've already used the jumbo candy. Okay, guys, you guys sure got tall. We don't need to go all the way this time. We just need to destroy. There, we found it. Good job, guys. So now that that's out of the way, we just need to go back and find the place where the key is, where we can only get to while small. That's what he said, right? I bet it's up here. Well, is it? No. No, it's not. We can't go back anyway. There's another one. What I'm afraid of is they're gonna accidentally knock me into that door. Although I suppose we do have the option to go back, don't we? So anyway, there's the chest. Now, where is the key? You see, the key is the key to this whole thing. Well, we were able to stop her momentum in midair and save the Kirbys. Personally, I think that's pretty impressive. But no, hold on. Where is the key? See? There is the key. This is a good level because it teaches you a little moral. The moral is, you know, is be calm. Like, don't feel the, you know, don't feel the need to just charge ahead and destroy everything, even if it's kind of fun. Because there are more important things than destroying everything. And there are some things you can't get if you do just rampage around thoughtlessly. In that case, it's a deconstruction of many common video game tropes. Once again, the Kirby Mass Attack is totally like Nier. It's gonna take longer, though. Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, we did it. Oh yeah, I beat out the purple... You know, those purple gorillas. Why are they purple? I guess they're kind of, you know, sort of fruity guys. because purple is somewhat effeminate. I mean, I love purple, but... Okay, guys, we got everything. Now let's go to the chest now, guys, and not have the camera lag behind where I want to be. Here we go. Just as a coconut's about to hit us. Perfect photo. We did it. I feel so accomplished. Soon we will have totally removed all the metals from green grounds. Well, Deroach, there's one medal left on green grounds. Any advice for me this time? Hello again. Back for more tips. Well then. He's kind of being like, oh man, he's talking to me. Even when you lose all your Kirby's, never give up hope. Get in there and give it another try. Who the heck is he talking to? Does he know I'm here? I guess he's talking to the star. You'll find portals inside some shells when swimming. One of those portals goes to a chamber with a giant jellyfrizz. Break it down completely to reveal the return portal. Oh, and don't forget to take the medal. Anything else I can do for you? See you later. Those square master green-like jellies are called jellyfrizz. I can't say that's a good name. But hey, I'm sure someone loves them. Maybe their daddy, Master Green. So we just missed a door and a clam. Yeah, you know, when I look out looking for doors, I always expect to find them in clams. Where else would doors be? Not in a clam? What kind of non-clam doors have you been going through, huh, buddy? I always go through doors that are in a clam whenever possible. When I am going into my room here to record, I go in through a clam. I guess the Kirby series has a history of putting barrels into weird places, don't they? Or doors into weird places. Remember in Kirby Triple Deluxe, which of course came out after this, but remember in Kirby Triple Deluxe, there were doors inside of barrels? That's pretty quirky, pretty weird. This is like a speed run. Well, some squishies have to die. That's fine. You ever eat there's this Korean dish which is pork together with squid, and they're grilled and it's delicious. What the heck? Oh, this is gonna make a candy appear. Neat. So we did encounter the green apples before. To be honest, I'd totally forgotten that we had. See, this is filling me up with all sorts of reminders that make the whole experience more, you know, fit together better. Well, I suppose there wasn't a door in there anyway. Darn, we're gonna have to go to the level all the way to the end. This was the level with that one weird gut monster, though, wasn't it? Darn it, man. Whatever. Hey, I didn't notice these strange sculptures before. You see it? The star block is covering it up now. But there's some sculpture with some holes in it, like it's... Wonder who built that. I suppose it was the ancient Popopo civilization. It makes sense. If Cappies are predominant in Poo-Poo-Poo land, that Bean Bonds and other non-animal species would predominate here. Come on, we must be near a door now. I must have stopped opening these because there was a trap. Oh, see, there's another one of those strange, statues in front of us. Right beneath the door. Some sea plants have grown over it. Is this the room with the jelly frizz that he was talking about? I see some Gordos, but no jelly frizz. Yeah, I don't think there's a jelly frizz in here. I think that this is not the right room. If he already knows about it this well, then why doesn't he just get it himself? I mean, he's a treasure hunter, supposedly. What value does Kirby have for these medals other than that DeRoach wants them? None I can see. There it is, right near the trap. Oh, and there's that jelly frizz. I seen it broke up into smaller jelly frizzes. Yeah, you know, I guess they make your hair frizzy because of all the static electricity. What I think's interesting about static electricity is that if you're in the dark, you can actually see it. Say you have a piece of cloth that's statically, you know, which has a negative or positive charge. Then, if you are in the dark and, you know, you're rubbing it with some other cloth, you can... Oh. That's not a way out, though, is it? What I mean is, it's not a way to the goal, is it? No, it's not. Let's just get out of here. I don't care about your stars. You only see those when you get a concussion anyway. Okay, we did it. See ya, green grounds. We're getting out of here. The issue is every island is patrolled by Scullies. There's no point when they're not. They can't breathe underwater, but they're fine in a vacuum? Excuse me? What? It's like every single thing is just trying to confuse and baffle me. Well, that looks like a door that you normally wouldn't want to go into, but I feel like we probably should go into.